Okay, so another quick video demonstrating the depth of the hydraulic simulation. I'm very quickly going to demonstrate some of how we utilize this hydraulic simulation in the braking. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn off the yellow engine pump and the PTU. And in doing so, you'll see the yellow system depressurizes and the PTU is unable to maintain pressure because we have turned it off. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to turn off the parking brake and we're going to just hold the brakes. Now, under normal circumstances, the brakes are on the green system. However, if you switch them into alternate mode, you'll see that the max brake pressure is 1000 psi, and the reason for this is as we pump the brakes here, you'll see that the accumulator pressure starts dropping, and when I switched the brakes into the alternate braking mode, it then relies on the yellow hydraulic system, which as you can see is depressurized. So what this essentially means is that the brakes are now operating on whatever's left in the accumulator, and every single time you pump the brakes, you'll see that the accumulator starts to drain. And slowly, but surely, you will run out of hydraulic pressure there. Eventually, the brakes, there you go, they're no longer reaching 1000 psi now. They're a little bit less because you're starting to run quite low on brake pressure. There you go. So much lower, much lower, much lower, until you pretty much only have the parking brakes. And now your normal brakes aren't giving you any pressure because there's no more accumulator pressure. It's basically now just draining out the absolute last bits of hydraulic fluid out of the system. So there you go. You don't have anything left. And an interesting thing that you can do here is you can actually watch how the systems sort of interact with one another. So as an example, the yellow hydraulic system also has an electric pump. This electric pump can actually be triggered by opening the cargo door. So from the outside of the airplane, when one of the ground personnel open the cargo door, it triggers the yellow electric pump into action because it uses the yellow electric pump to open that cargo door. So what you see here is an interaction of systems. So if I were to open the forward cargo door, you'll see the yellow system pressurize for a moment, and that is because of the yellow electric pump. So open, you can see the pump sends out a quick pulse to then open the door, and as a result you now get pressure going through the yellow hydraulic system, and as a result your accumulator pressure has also increased. Now it's only a pulse, so it doesn't last for very long, and now you no longer have pressure once again in the yellow system because the electric pump ran for a very short while just to facilitate the opening of the cargo door. But it does show you that there is quite substantial interaction between the systems.